Okay, dear students, today we will discuss electrostatic shielding and the electrical capacitance of a conductor. So, first of all, in electrostatic shielding, you can see that we used to say that during the lightning they should sit inside the car or bus rather than to sit under the tree. Why it is so? Because that car or bus that providing us electrostatic shielding, that providing us safety from that external electric field or from the lightning. So this is called shielding, electrostatic shielding. Means to making a space or region free from any electrical disturbances. Any electrical disturbances means any external electric field. To make a region free from any external electric field is called electrostatic shielding. There are two or three applications here for electrostatic shielding. Number one, during lightning, it is safest to sit inside a car rather than near a tree or open ground. So this is because we have already heard and we are familiar with this activity that during the lightning, during the thunderstorm, we used to sit inside the car or bus rather than to stand in the open space, because that car or bus that providing us the metallic cover of car and bus providing us electrostatic shielding. Then the second one is sensitive electronic devices are protected from external electric disturbances by placing metal shield around them. So sensitive electronic devices. So we need to protect sensitive electronic devices from a strong electric field, from external electric field. So we place them in between the metallic sheet, in the metallic cover. So that metallic cover provides the electrostatic shielding to that electronic device. Then the third one, in coaxial cable, outer metallic mesh connected to ground to provide electrostatic shielding to center conductor. So coaxial cable. In your houses, you see that the cable connection of your TV or in coaxial cable, you used to see that a metallic mesh is around the central wire, and that the function of that metallic mesh is providing to provide the electrostatic shielding to the signals which coming through the central wire. So we used to connect the metallic mesh around the coaxial wire to the ground to provide electrostatic shielding to the central conductor. So these are the three applications of electrostatic shielding. It is very common phenomena we used to see in our daily life also. We are suggested to sit inside the car, inside the house, or the sensitive electronic devices like electrical fuse is also covering with a metallic body. Sometimes we see. So that is because of electrostatic shielding. So shielding means cover. Then now we have next topic, that is electrical capacitance of a conductor. So in electrical capacitance of a conductor, what is capacitance? What is capacitance? So capacitance, for a conductor, capacitance is ability to hold electric charge by a conductor. How much charge can be stored by a conductor is called its capacitance. So we know that when we put some charge to a conductor, it acquires some potential. Okay, when you giving any charge to a conductor, due to that charge, that conductor will acquire a certain potential. And as we go on increasing, as we go on giving the charge to the conductor, then the potential of the conductor is go on increasing. So we can come to this conclusion that the charge given to a conductor is directly proportional to electric potential produced on the conductor. If charge Q is put on a conductor, then its potential increases by the V, then we can conclude that Q is proportional to V. Means the charges given to a conductor is directly proportional to electric potential produced across it, or Q equal to C. So C is here proportionality constant, which is called capacitance of the given conductor. C is a proportionality constant which is called capacitance of a conductor. And from this expression, you can write here C equal to Q upon V. Q is charge and V is electric potential. So the capacitance can also be defined by this expression. If V equal to 1, then C equal to Q. So electrical capacitance can be defined by this expression, that the capacitance is the amount of charge required to increase its potential by unity. What is capacitance of a conductor is equal to amount of electric charge given to a conductor to increase its potential by unity. So this is electrical capacitance of a conductor. So electrical capacitance of a conductor, that depends upon these three factors. Number one, this is size and shape of a conductor. Number two, nature of surrounding medium. If we change the surrounding medium, then the capacitance of a conductor will also change. And the third one is presence of nearby other conductors. So if we place the other conductor near to the given conductor, then we find that its capacitance is increases. That is another fact about the electrostatic capacitance. So here in electrostatic capacitance, we can again define, we can express its unit as well as dimensional formula. We can express its units as well as dimensional formula. So dimensional formula, its unit can be taken C equal to Q upon V, or if Q equal to 1 coulomb and V equal to 1 volt, then C equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt equal to 1 farad. So SI unit for electrical capacitance is farad, or this farad unit is in honor of the scientist Michael Faraday, who introduced the electromagnetic induction. Then 1 farad, that is equal to 1 coulomb per volt. Farad is very big unit, so we practically use the smaller units of the capacitance, that is microfarad, microfarad or picofarad. That is microfarad equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 farad, and picofarad, that is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12 farad. 12 farad. So these are the smaller units for the capacitance of a capacitor, capacitance of a conductor. Then now this farad is a very big unit, or this we can prove that farad is a big unit. Now how it is big and what is its value? Let us see. If we want to increase the potential of a conductor, or if we see that if we define the capacitance of a conductor by 1 farad, or you can say we can define 1 farad if C equal to 1 farad, C equal to 1 farad, okay, then the size of the conductor, can be given by using one more expression that we discuss here, that is the capacitance of a isolated conductor. First we calculate the capacitance of a spherical isolated spherical conductor, and then we'll see that farad, how much big unit is farad. So now see the capacitance. Now we'll see here capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. Isolated spherical conductor. So for this, let us consider a spherical isolated conductor of radius r. Net charge q is given to this spherical conductor, which is uniformly distributed over its surface. This is uniformly distributed over its surface, charge q. Then suppose this charge q is concentrated at the center of this spherical conductor. If this charge q is concentrated at the center of the spherical conductor, then the potential at the surface, electric potential at the surface, electric potential at the surface of given conductor, that is V equal to 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. This is electric potential at the surface of the isolated conductor. And then its capacitance, can we find out C equal to Q upon V, or by putting the value of V here, Q upon 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. Q and Q will cancel, so we will get an expression that is 4 pi epsilon naught R. So it means the capacitance of a spherical conductor is proportional to its radius. Capacitance of a spherical conductor is proportional to its radius. So now we can find that how big is this farad. So for this we can find the capacitance of the earth, or we can find the radius of the conductor whose capacitance can be taken as 1 farad. So you can see, to find the capacitance C, that is 4 pi epsilon naught R, capacitance of the earth, because our earth is a spherical conductor. So to find the capacitance of the earth, you can put here value for 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, that is, you know, K, that is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is constant. So its value is 9 into 10 raised to power 9, which we have discussed earlier. So 9 into 10 raised to power 9. So we can put here value of 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 1 upon 9 into 10 raised to power 9. The radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6. So when we calculate this, 6.4 upon 9 into 10 raised to power minus 3, or by calculating this becomes here, you can see that by dividing this 7.7, then 1 okay, 0.711 into 10 raised to power minus 3, or 711 into 10 raised to power minus 6, or you can say that 711 microfarad. So this is capacitance of the earth. Earth itself is a huge conductor, and its capacitance is not 1 farad, it is 711 microfarad. So the farad is very big unit. Even the earth that does not have capacitance of 1 farad. So we use the smaller unit to express the capacitance of a conductor. Thank you.